Imperishable in bronze and stone, the timeless great look out over a city. There is a drive in the air. Is it the drive that made the city, or the city that makes the drive? No anonymous conurbation this, but Liverpool, vital city and port, on the northwest's Mersey, 43 square miles of teeming life, vibrant, colourful, resilient and diverse. A city of nearly 750,000 people, a city at once ancient and yet coursing with a youthful energy. Has this Liverpool sprung from its people, or have the people sprung from Liverpool? What is there in the northwest to create this exciting atmosphere? The drive is from the spirited leadership of the people of this great city, a Celtic city, a European city. These are the people proud of their history but concerned about their future. More jobs, new homes, new schools, creating the good life, reaching always towards the future. Here on the eastern boundary, for example, is one of the largest factories in Europe. The Ford Motor Company invested £50 million in this 350-acre plant. It's the biggest capital investment on Merseyside, and 12,000 people work here. The plant is capable of producing 1,500 new cars a day. Industries like this have brought a thriving, diverse and expanding industrial community. The city is host to hundreds of firms whose activities range over the whole spectrum of British business, from timber to matches and furniture, jams, biscuits and cheeses, every sort of food processing. To keep the wheels of industry turning, so to speak, this firm of precision engineers has hundreds of skilled men who provide a tool-making service of the highest caliber. Light engineering is today one of Liverpool's biggest industries, and one of the most encouraging features of its development has been the remarkable assimilation of new mechanical skills by men from the region. The same adaptability to new skills has found spectacular growth in the chemical and pharmaceutical industries. From their research has sprung much progress in the development and production of antibiotics and specific drugs. But just as in medical progress, the birth of new industries calls for highly qualified men and women. This means new centres of learning and, of course, a vast expansion of Liverpool's own university. Modern tools like the digital computer serve the departments of the university, but computer time is also available to all those in industry who require it. The vast road and rail links built up over the years and branching out to every corner of the country are being developed still further to speed the products of these modern industries to their markets. Industrialists seeking room for their new factories found this network ready and waiting for them. And air links too. Liverpool Airport was built in 1933 as part of the city's revival plan. Liverpool's 36 miles of quays handle 30 million tons of cargo a year. To meet the demand, further improvements are in hand and a port extension scheme is underway. Liverpool is fulfilling its heritage, its main artery, the Mersey. And all this resurgence is reflected in the city centre itself. New offices, banks and shops are springing up. There is confidence in the Mersey air. The future belongs to Liverpool, and it is planning for that future on a massive scale. Here's another of the city's visionary schemes in the making, the complete replanning of its commercial heart. In this city of change, the best of the old is retained and the rest swept away to create air and space and make way for new and graceful buildings and a traffic system far in advance of most contemporary practice. This then is the Liverpool of today, thrusting forward into tomorrow, as virile, colourful and resilient as ever. A living community, the dynamo of the Northwest.
By the start of the 20th century, Liverpool was one of the most important port cities in the world. In the aftermath of World War II, though, the city faced huge challenges. Bombing raids had devastated large areas, including parts of the famous docks.
But Liverpool rose to those challenges. A building boom in the 1950s and 60s saw houses, shops and offices sprout up across the pockmarked landscape. Although there was some concern about the architecture of the redevelopment, it coincided with the city's size as a major cultural centre.
This is the Cavern in Matthew Street, Liverpool. This is where the Beatles started, Jerry and the Pacemakers, Cilla Black, and many of the other top pop music stars who are now known throughout the world. The current attraction is the Clayton Squares.
Set me free.
Why has the Cavern been such a launching pad for top musical groups? Maybe it's because here, playing comfortably amongst youngsters from this town, they've been able to isolate that thing, that quality, that flavor that has made them just that little bit different from the crowd. What is it about the Clayton Squares? Bounce? Spirit? Whatever it is, it's hard at work on this number they call Tell Me How Do You Feel?
Tell me, how do you feel when your baby's loving your best friend? I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know. Tell me, how do you feel when your baby's loving your best friend? I wanna know. Oh yeah. All right. Do you feel like going crazy, or do you feel you've always been? I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know. Tell me, how do you feel I wanna cheat another guy? I wanna know. Oh yeah. What, baby? Tell me, how would you feel I wanna cheat another guy? I wanna know. Oh yeah. I wanna know. If you feel good on the inside, you're a much better man than I wanna know. I wanna know. All right. Do you break up in loud laughter, or do you end up down and crying?
Liverpool is a long, thin city where everyone lived near the docks and expected to work in them. Today, they can't. Automation has made men redundant, but they are finding new jobs on the edge of the city in the most highly automated car factory in Europe. Automation had already carved out its corner before the company began to train and employ these men. So, they are secured in their new jobs. So in Liverpool, as in all large cities, great contrasts exist in opportunities for schooling, jobs, and the way people live. Skelmersdale, Newtown, one of the latest of many attempts to cope with Liverpool's population explosion.
All they've done is taken the slums of Liverpool and plonked them down in the countryside.
You miss your old mates, you know, but still there's nice enough people here.
Well, it's not sort of windy like some of those other new towns.
I like it, it's friendly, and we've got a garden, so I can see what the kids are up to when they go out to play.
It's great. It's got everything except the brass band.